Hey guys, Silicon Slave here. So I've just got a new video for you guys. Basically what I'm going to be doing, I've got a new sample pack I'm about to put out, or I don't know, whenever, depending on when I release the video, it'll either be out or it's about to be out. And it's a bunch of weird kitchen noises. So I've got this basic drum beat here. Sort of hip-hop-y sort of thing. And I'm going to try and make as much of this song as I can using just these samples. So let's get into it. The first thing, I want to use one of these apple bites, I think. So unwarp this. And we can use this as like a snare. Our first one's probably a bit too slow. No, not that one. Maybe just this one. Yeah, so let's keep it nice and tight. For some reason it's not copying that along, so let's consolidate it. And now I think on the second one we want to change it slightly. So we might take the first bit away and just see what it sounds like that. Okay, I like that, but it's also going to make it so it's like closer to being on the beat. Let's take it so every second one does that. Yeah, I like that. Gives it a little variation, and it gives it that nice, like, the snares kind of like all over the place. It's like before and after the beat. So now maybe we'll do some hats. So I have these like hits where I'm like hitting a jar. Might try and use, yeah, I think that'll be a nice hat. Use that as a closed hat, and then maybe we use like a pepper shaker, something as like an open, I don't know. But for the moment, let's try, we're gonna try and get this right on there. Zoom right in. Want that close. And that's pretty, it's pretty on the money. Ooh. Maybe even make it a little bit tighter with the fade. Just give it that really just tick, sort of just there. Go back to 16ths. Ooh. Maybe even twice as fast as that. Let's see what that sounds like. now I think we can put an open somewhere. So let's maybe find... Yeah, that sounds good. And the question is, where should we be? I want to feel like that should be the bit that's on the beat, but I'm not actually sure yet. So I don't know. We'll just put a couple in and see what they sound like. I think one needs to go here, roughly. So that sounds like early or something. So maybe let's try putting it there. Yeah, that's definitely it. So that needs to come down a lot. Well, I kind of like it a little bit. Yeah, I like it. That kind of like put some swing on it. I think I like it there. Alright, let's do it in context. Alright, so we've got a pretty good little basic beat. It's still pretty simple, I know, but trust, we're getting somewhere. So the first thing we can do, I feel like this hat is maybe too simple and too we know what's going on. So let's start doing some weird, transpose it out. Yeah, see, we're already getting somewhere. Turn that one off for now. Let's try and do the same thing with this one and see if it's what we're looking for. So we'll go. Not quite. Maybe we'll try making it -12. I almost really like that. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. I really want that to work, but no, I think it should be on that second one. Let's tune it. You're still way too loud. Okay. So I think with that we've probably got a nice little sort of pattern to work with. I kind of don't like the second shake. I feel like maybe we'll do something weird to it. I don't know. Let's just leave it for the moment. Maybe I've gone too far with this one. Let's try it the other way. Yeah, I think I like that more. So, boom, boom, boom. Keep hitting S. Damn these fat fingers. Okay, so that's a start. I think we've got a nice little hat, nice little clap snare thing going on. Could use more kicks and more variation and stuff, but that will all come later. Right now we're just kind of building a little bass. Next thing. Okay, so I tried doing this the other day and it worked. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get it to work today. We'll have to see. But, so what I want to do is I want to get a sampler and I'm going to put this wine glass spin noise into it. And I'm going to make a little, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten it so it's really tight, and I'm going to make a little, almost like a vibraphone, sort of like boop boop dee doo dee doo dee doo sort of sound. That's what I'm going to try and do. We'll see what actually comes out, and because you never know. Sometimes, you know, you expect to get one thing, and even if you don't get what you want, sometimes you'll actually get something a little bit nicer. So I'm not going to try and hold anything here, you know. I'm just going to see what happens. Let's see. Actually, I think we might need to do sampler for this. Let's just try sampler instead of simpler real quick. Let's see. Details, yeah. Okay, so it's not exactly what I said we were going to start with, but I'm liking what we got going on. Oh my god. Will this work as a bass? I think it does. What the hell? See what I mean? This is why you gotta try and do weird shit, because you never know what you're gonna get at the end of it. Alright, I'm using heavy, so I don't know if these are gonna be way too loud or what, but regardless, I'm going with this. So I'm just gonna turn this up way too loud real quick just so I can get a really good hear of it. No, I like that. I don't know. You guys might not, but I think it's got some weirdness to it. So just recapping what I did since I didn't explain it. I got this sound, I looped it, I made a very, very short cut, and so it's just going and playing that over and over again. Because it's playing it really low, it's probably still doing it pretty slowly overall, because this has now been smushed out heaps far. So a couple things, since we're going to make this a bass, we can do a couple things to kind of like, since we're doing some weird shit, we want to make sure we don't fuck anything up. So a good point is to put this bass mono thing on. You can even just demo it. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go strictly at, say, like 9. Let's go 100 actually, and then everything above that can be a little bit panned. I don't really care. You see, it's got those clicks in it. That's a bit annoying, but I think it adds some kind of movement. I'm gonna keep it in there, and we can deal with it later. So maybe we will, with the exception of these couple kicks and snare and clap, actually do the whole thing with this one sample pack. I don't know. Okay, once again, not going to call that finished, but let's move on and do something else now. Next, let's just add some more perks and some more hats and shit. Yeah, I think we can get a good hat out of that. You don't have to be this like silly with it, but I don't know. I've got some kind of disability or other. Oh, see right away. Sounds good. Now we just need to fill some of the empty spaces of this hat rhythm with this thing, and I think we're gonna start getting some really nice stuff going on. I think maybe even on the clap or this one, maybe. Yeah, I like that. Maybe another one there. I think that last one might be too much. Let's listen to it. Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's then maybe we can add some like same thing again. We can pitch these up 12 or down 12 or 7s or 4s or whatever, and just see if we get anything cool out of that. Yeah, I feel like the end here needs something else. So let's grab one of these, duplicate it. These are warped, but I don't think that matters too much. 12. It might be above the scope of human human. No, it's just not loud enough. I'll just turn it up. Ooh, yeah. Alright. So let's listen back to that. Maybe down 12. Ooh, it's almost like a tabla there. So because that sounds so different, I might actually make a new channel for that, because I probably want to use that again, I think, for something else. Let's just see where else we can put it and where it'll sound good. Well, let's try making, let's go crazy, let's go minus 24. Nah, I think it's too much. So yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's going somewhere. This is obviously way too loud. Let's turn that down a bit. So it's only getting the clicks at the start. So put some attack on it. So yeah, you see, like, it's so crazy. You can start. I was starting thinking that was going to be a piano, and listen to it now. Maybe we can try changing the bass up a bit now. I think it needs at least a full 8. Nah, I like it better just rolling in the background on second thought. Put a compressor on it. So, what do we do next? That's the question. Let's get... Because we got a bite, right? But we need some crunch too. If you're biting, but there's no crunch, I mean, are you even really biting? So let's try, we're going to put this and layer it and make that snare just a little bit fatter as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think that adds a little extra something something. I don't know if it'll work because I know we had one of them was short and one of them long. So let's see if we need to change it to. Yep, sweet. What else? Maybe a few more percussions. Oh yeah. Okay. I want to try and put this one in the sampler. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so with this one, I think I can use this to beef up the snare a bit more, or kick snare, apple bite, lettuce crunch, monstrosity, whatever you want to call it. And we'll use this as like the body. This will be like the body of it. And we can use one of these. I'm going to take this one, and we're going to make that into a perk. So 2 separate channels, 2 separate little sounds. Okay, let's turn this down a bit. And we're gonna solo all these. This one I want to be right on time. I want it to be just on 1.2. Just turn all the other ones off for a sec. Turn the clap off too. Okay, so there's what we've got just on its own. Unwarped. It's alright, but it's not what we want really deep down. But we can make it into what we want because that's what we do. So we're going to pitch it down 7 semitones. Going to put it up here. Now that's a bit nicer. It's definitely more like what we're looking for, but it's not really, doesn't have enough body. It needs to be more of like a deep sort of hit. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this overdrive and put it on here. Okay. want it tight. We want it to just be a single sort of hit. So let's see. Maybe a little bit too short, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so let's listen to it without the overdrive. Pretty big difference. Now let's see what it sounds like with the rest of the thing, because it might actually be good. So it's a little bit too much. I think we're probably going to turn it down. Gonna reduce the dry wet. Probably maybe EQ it. I don't know. We'll see. So here's it with it and without. I think it adds what we need, which is just like a little bit more punch, a little bit extra something, you know. Keep everything moving along. So duplicate that. Now this one I want to turn into a perk of some kind. I haven't really decided what that means and what it's going to be yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So do the same thing again. Small, put it right where we want it. You can hold Command or I believe it's Control on Windows to do like really fine movement of these when you want it to be like just how you want it. It's pretty useful. Okay, so we don't want it there, and it sounds like it's too low. It sounds like, oh, let's unwarp it first. But yeah, it sounds like we want it to be like 12 or something of what it is. Can't even hear it there. Let's just solo it. Need some redux? Yeah, I like that. So let's see what it sounds like. Once again, I can't really hear it. Maybe we'll have to pitch it down after all. We'll see. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then maybe we'll make this one 24 or something. And this one, I think we might EQ some of the lows out of it. It just feels a little bit too low for my liking. Yeah, that goes. Let's listen to the whole thing now. And that's one thing that I think you'll find a lot in electronic music production is you see how what we've done, right? It's like this is like one little bit and this is double that bit and then we put this here. And this is called like nesting. So the idea is that it's like this bit flows into this bit and then we'll have something bigger here to be the 2-bar sort of fill or whatever you want to call it. And then we'll do another one over here on 5. And in this way, every little, so like this one kind of moves into this one, and that one will move even more into that one, and then on 5 it'll be even bigger. And that way it's always kind of building and always kind of flowing, and that's what you'll usually want in your drums, and really in any kind of like structure that you're building. Is like these little kind of like nested structures that just go one and again and again. So let's build. So now that we've built this one for the 1-bar nested structure, let's build the next one for this 2-bar bit. And we're going to leave the 1 bar there, 1, 2, and we're going to add onto it and have it kind of weave into it. Hopefully, anyway. I'm keen to try that. I don't know if how it'll actually work, but we'll see. I think that could be a nice little like whoop into the next bar. Almost. So let's listen to the whole thing and see if it makes sense. My only worry is that maybe the fridge door thing is like too big for this section, and maybe it should actually be a 4. And we forgot about our little sauce guy down there. That will, don't worry, he's coming back in. He hasn't been forgotten for long. So we need one for our 2-bar as well then. So we need one here. Since we've replaced the fridge door, we decided that one's a bit too strong. Let's go and let's find another one. What do we want to use? Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this last one here like a ride. If I can, I think if I put heaps of compression and reverb on it, I should be able to get a nice like sort of big washy sort of sound, and then that can be our like sort of every 4-bar welcome to the jungle sort of shit. So let's do the same thing we always do, but different. And we got it there. Turn the warp off. I think -3. I don't think this is on 1. No, it's not. That would explain why it doesn't sound right. Let's actually go, let's go minus 12, plus 3, minus 15. Nah, too much. Okay. So, reverb. Turn the quality up to high. Now we're gonna get a compressor, and we're gonna do some shit that everyone's like, no, you never do that. I'm gonna compress the absolute fuck out of this thing. We're gonna compress it so hard. You won't even recognize it. I mean, you will, but you know, you won't. Give it a little attack. I like that. I think that's pretty good. You make it a bit bigger, maybe. Turn the chorus off. I think maybe that's a bit. Let's put it back to 100. I think 187 was too much. Maybe 120? Yeah, I like that. So now that we've got that, do the old freeze and flatten. And because I like to generally hold on to my old shit because I'm just weird like that, we're gonna leave that like that and unfreeze it. And then you can take this and make it as long or as short as we want. Reverse that shit. Okay, last thing we need to do, the very end of this is going to sound like ah! And we want a little bit of it, but we don't really want the whole thing. So maybe we'll cut it. Well, let's leave it there for now and see if that's doable or if it's too rapey. And then we'll pull that all the way back. Let's go play again. So there you have it. This is almost completely made out of kitchen sounds. Actually, you know what? I've got one more thing I'm gonna do before I let you guys go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me put this together. It was a lot of fun doing it. The sample pack is gonna be called Cooking with Gus, and it's gonna be available or is available from Bandcamp. And on Dropbox, wherever, you know. Please download it. It's free, baby. I need your acceptance. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is where is it? Mandarin Thud. So this kick right now, it's nice, but I want it a little bit more Mandarin-y, you know. I feel like it just doesn't sound enough like a mandarin, and that's what I'm going for in my drums. I don't know about you. I don't tell you how to live your life. Let's just listen to this. Unwarp. Yeah, definitely that one. So we're gonna bring this in nice and close. That doesn't sound quite right to me. That's a bit closer to what I'm looking for. So let's try 12. Let's try 7. Let's listen. I like it. I think that's pretty much all it needs. Let me just listen. Listen to them both together. Yeah, I think you can just barely hear it. I'm going to turn it up a little bit, but I think that's what you need. Just a little extra pop to it. Just like with the snare thing. A lot of times it's shit you put in the background that just fills everything out a little bit, that just makes it all work. So, there you have it. Obviously, there's a lot more we could do to this. You know, we only really have a loop. We haven't even turned it into a whole song yet. But I'm just showing you, like, you know, you could take almost any sound really and put it all together, and if you play with it enough and process it enough, you can get really cool stuff out of it. So anyway, here's this song. I'm just gonna let it play out for a second. Yeah. So with the exception of the kick and the clap, literally every single one of those sounds is a kitchen sound. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do this. It was a lot of fun to do it, and yeah, good luck. And if you like my channel, you know, subscribe, like, all that social media bullshit. You know what to do. Peace out.